Now, as impressive as the hospital is, that's not the reason we come here today. It's much more about jobs and skills. As you know, Jobs Victoria was created by our government. It's been about targeted support for thousands of Victorian workers to get the skills they need for the job they want, to take away some of the barriers that employers might face in order to take on someone new. It's about more apprenticeships, more skills, more jobs, and really a pathway for people. Often people who are, if not underrepresented, face real barriers in terms of getting into the jobs market. We know that in some of the traditional trades, the number of women needs to go up, because there are women who want to do that work, but for a whole range of complex reasons, and some quite simple, haven't been able to get a start in these industries. Then there are other people who face various challenges, whatever it might be. That tailored support, targeted support, so that they can get the skills they need, they can have the chance to contribute, to realise their full potential, to be a fantastic employee, and to carry those skills with them for an entire working life. To have a job, yes, and a career beyond that. It's really, really important. So today we're very pleased to announce 300 apprenticeship spots across our big build. So whether it's hospitals, road, rail, those big projects, the ones that are changing our city and our state, those projects that are creating thousands of jobs in total and underpinning demand and confidence right across the Victorian economy, we're also about making sure that we've got people getting a start, getting the skills that they literally will carry with them their entire working life. So these 300 apprenticeships are really important, and I think we've got Nadia's here, one such apprentice, and she'll talk to you, I think, a little bit later on. So it's very important that we have targeted programs, whether it be through wage subsidies and also trying to make it as easy as possible dealing with costs. So adding these courses to the free TAFE list, providing that really important mentorship for a full 12 months or indeed longer than that even. What this has done is it's seen thousands of businesses register and thousands of workers secure the job and the skills and the pathway that they want and need. And frankly, it's what our economy needs, it's what every Victorian benefits from. Skill shortages don't do anyone any good, and having everybody who wants to play a part able to do that strengthens all of us. So this is a great project, and projects just like this become even better when you can embed a career pathway, a skills attainment pathway, that, as I often say to you, the skills that you need for the job you want, that's the extra. That's the bit that makes them into really, really impressive projects, because the legacy isn't just this building and all the care that will happen within it, it's the skills that are retained in building it, and they'll move on to the next job and the one after that and the one after that. So this is a great project. This Jobs Victoria and our targeted support, some 10,000 jobs being supported in different ways by our package. Very, very important, and the Minister who's driving it is of course Jaala Pulford, and I'll now hand to her to talk to you in a little bit more detail, and then the three of us are here. We're all happy to take any questions, and it is very good to be in the electorate of Oakleigh. Steve Dimmo's here as well. He might answer some questions too if you've got some for him.
Thanks, Premier, and it's really very exciting to be here on this site and to see the development of a project that experts in cardiac care are talking about on the other side of the world. And like the Premier, I'm sure, look forward to coming back later in the month and seeing further developments on this. But of course, projects like this don't just happen. You need the right people with the right skills and the right support to join a very, very busy Victorian workforce to deliver them. And this site behind us just looks spectacular. This is a state-of-the-art design, a truly spectacular facility that will care for Victorians through what will be, for some families at some times particularly challenging. But today we're here to talk to you about the way the Jobs Victoria program is supporting Victoria's big build, and whether it's in hospitals, in schools, in level crossing removals, or any of the other projects that you see all across the state. We know that we have very low unemployment in Victoria at the moment, and we know that all industries are facing the challenge of a really tight labour market. We also know that a pandemic and an economic downturn creates a very real risk of economic scarring for some people in the community. So whether they are women over 45, people who've been out of work for a while, people who have particular backgrounds, whether they be cultural backgrounds or experiences, refugees, indeed people in our veterans community, people with a disability, people with an Aboriginal background and heritage. We know that these are the groups in our community that are at real risk of being left behind. So the Jobs Victoria program, $620 million initiative that is working hand in hand with industries to provide meaningful, secure, ongoing employment to people. Now, the program that we're here to talk to you about today that has come about through the Jobs Victoria big program, $4.5 million, 300 people employed in our construction industries, whether in traditional apprenticeships or in those many and varied other roles that enable a project like this to be delivered and delivered successfully. One of the things that we're doing a lot of at the moment with this tight labour market is an earn and learn model. So it's not that traditional way that many of us would remember, where you do your learning first and then you do your earning next. We appreciate that for a lot of the people that Jobs Victoria is working to support, being able to earn and learn is an absolute necessity. We also are working with people who've not worked in an industry anything like this, and indeed some people who've not had any paid work experience at all. And so the program provides a really quite holistic wraparound support as well. So earning on the job, whether it's a Cert 3, Cert 4 or diploma level qualification, but also that mentoring and support, that close partnership with the apprenticeship network and the host employer to make sure that these jobs last and that it's a really successful match that's being made. We've already got more than 80 of these 300 people placed, and anybody who's interested in taking up one of these opportunities, whether they're an employer, a large employer or a small employer, or whether they're looking for work or they know somebody who might, with a prompt, be interested in something like this, we would like them all to jump on the Jobs Victoria hotline or the website. Signing up and expressing interest is very straightforward, and our team will do the rest to make those matches. Thanks very much.